Continuing with my modified chronological order, I hopped on over to the Zillo Beast arc. Season 2, Episode 18, The Zillo Beast, and Season 2, Episode 19, The Zillo Beast Strikes Back. The Zillo Beast. We open up on the start of a big head-to-head, huge forces clashing style battle. But the Separatist threat is quickly subdued. An enormous Republic superweapon called the Electro-Proton Bomb detonates. The scientist who made the bomb told everyone that no clone troopers would be harmed, but Windu is wary. He doesn't want to use it, but Palpatine gives the order and the bomb is dropped. This giant mushroom cloud appears, annihilating anything within a certain radius, and then the bomb takes out all surrounding electronics, and then, I think we're gonna get some Godzilla action. I really like the beginning. Windu's dread of a new weapon, something so powerful that could claim victory for your side, but at the same time, it's scary. You all know how I love real-world comparisons, but it reminded me of the history of the atom bomb's creation, excitement for discovery by those creating it, followed by the realization and regret for what it means for the future of the world. Because of the electro-proton bomb, a giant sinkhole opens up in the ground, and a bunch of clone troopers fall in. Windu and crew go down into the sinkhole to rescue and recover the fallen clones. They come across some troopers that fell in, and one of them says there's something down here. And then boom. As Windu and gang are walking, they encounter a giant, thorny, scaly creature living under the ground. When Anakin goes down into the sinkhole to try to help Mace Windu escape this giant beast, Anakin realizes that his lightsaber has no effect on it. He tries to swing at its skin, but his skin might as well be the most powerful armor in the galaxy because the lightsaber just bounces right off. I wonder if anyone has ever harvested these Zillo beasts for their invulnerable skin in the Star Wars universe. So, we get a little backstory about these Zillo beasts. Apparently they were the dominant life form on this planet before the Dugs came in and wiped them all out while they were harvesting fuel. Everyone thought they were extinct, but now that's changed. So the Dugs start to bomb the hell out of the Zillo beast. This brings up an ethical dilemma. Live and let live? Destroying something out of fear? Destroying something unique for short-term gain? Infiltrating a creature's home planet and then acting like that creature is the unwanted bad guy? Mace Windu really doesn't want anything to do with his plan, but the Dug leader blames the Jedi for waking up the beast with their bombs. This is really a plot that fits right into Star Trek. These ethical dilemmas always pop up there. You just have to look at Starfleet's Prime Directive. The reason I mentioned Godzilla earlier is that this reminds me of Godzilla. The original 1954 Godzilla film is an allegory for the post-war nuclear threat. Godzilla isn't just a monster, Godzilla is a metaphor. Destroying lives, destroying cities. It was a monster movie that forced the world to experience the bombings of Nagasaki and Hiroshima through this monster metaphor. Anyway, yeah, awaken the beast. Windu doesn't want to kill it because the Zillo beast is the last of its kind, and the Dug leader wants it eradicated. And Windu said he can't support that decision to destroy an innocent creature, which eliminates the possibility of a treaty. Oh, and my suspicions and predictions came true. Palpatine wants to duplicate the Zillo scales and use it for military armor. So a plan is devised to make it look like the Zillo beast is dead, tricking the Dugs and saving the creature. So the Dugs dump fuel into the sinkhole, trying to poison it. The Zillo beast gets pissed, leaves the hole, goes on the fight, starts destroying everything, but ultimately the Jedi plan works. They are able to subdue the creature and load it for transport. There's a little twist though. Palpatine orders it to be flown to Coruscant for further scientific study. And if I had to guess, this will turn into the ending of Jurassic Park 2. It will turn into Godzilla in the city. After watching the Zillo Beast, I hopped on over to The Zillo Beast Strikes Back. The Zillo Beast is brought to Coruscant. It's loaded into a huge complex and droids start to immediately poke and prod it. The doctor that's in charge of this procedure says that in order to synthesize the Zillo scales, they have to remove the scales, which is painful, takes a lot of time. But Palpatine suggests that it would be way easier to kill the beasts. The doctor argues against that. Ultimately, Palpatine wins the argument, instructing the doctor to find a way to kill the Zillo. I like the moral complexity in this arc. This individual intelligent creature deserves protection and care, and then you have Palpatine arguing that the death of this creature could prove beneficial for the war effort. Usually for any argument, it's easy to see the thought process of both sides. I mean, usually in most arguments, both sides have some valid points, right? But this creature just wanted to be left alone, ripped from its home, hunted to basic extinction, and forced to be a part of a problem that it doesn't give a shit about. He doesn't give a shit about your war. So, Palpatine, you can shove it up your ass. And then we see Anakin sounding a lot like Palpatine, talking about secrets, talking about the antithesis of democracy. It's interesting to see where all these characters' paths begin to diverge and split even further and further. So the Doctor makes a gas out of the dug fuel in order to kill the beast, but the beast escapes and causes havoc in the streets of Coruscant. Just epic monster movie destruction. I love the distance shots. They're more menacing to me. When you see the destruction from afar, just plumes of smoke rising from the city and explosions going off in the distance with no sign of the beast, just moving across the city like a ghost, like Jaws underwater, ready to strike. Eventually, the beast gets to where Palpatine is. Palpatine tries to escape on a ship. The beast grabs his ship, but Anakin is able to get them out of the situation by cutting the ship in half from inside. Ultimately, Republic ships go on multiple bombing runs using the poison gas that the Doctor made, which kills the beast. This was probably the most sad moment in the show so far for me. This creature, wanting nothing to do with any of this nonsense, was put in a situation beyond its control, got pissed off when it was pushed too far, and died at the hands of a power-hungry overlord's orders. I really liked this arc. It dealt with interesting themes. It dealt with compassion and power, the tug-of-war between ego and calm, between conservation and annihilation. What is necessary might not be right, and what is necessary might not even be necessary. I liked it. It was one of the more interesting arcs in the series yet. On to the next one. HelloGreedo, out.